You work 40 hours every week for 30 years. Your bank account stays nearly empty. Something feels wrong, but you cannot identify what it is. The truth is simple yet devastating for most workers. Your salary was never designed to make you wealthy. It was created to keep you working until retirement arrives. This system has trapped millions of hardworking people worldwide. They trade their most valuable asset for monthly paychecks. That asset is their time, and it disappears forever. Think about your last paycheck for just one moment. The money arrived and vanished within the same month. Rent took a huge chunk before you could blink. Groceries, utilities, and insurance consumed what little remained after that. You felt productive because you worked hard all month, but your net worth did not change at all. This cycle repeats itself month after month without fail. You are running on a treadmill that goes nowhere. The salary system is the treadmill keeping you in place. Wealthy people understand something that employees typically do not grasp. Money must work for you instead of the opposite. Your job requires you to trade hours for dollars. This trade has a built-in limit you cannot escape. There are only 24 hours in every single day. You can only work a fraction of those hours. Even if your hourly rate doubles or triples tomorrow, you still hit a ceiling because time is finite. The wealthy buy assets that generate income without effort. Those assets work around the clock without taking breaks. Your employer understands this principle better than most employees do. They pay you a salary to create value. That value generates profit far exceeding your monthly compensation. The difference between your output and salary is profit. This profit goes into the pockets of business owners. They use it to buy more assets and companies. Meanwhile, you get just enough to come back tomorrow. It is a brilliant system if you own the business. It is a trap if you are the employee. Consider how taxes treat employees versus business owners and investors. Your salary gets taxed before you ever see the money. This happens through payroll deductions you cannot legally avoid. Business owners deduct expenses before calculating their taxable income amounts. Investors pay lower capital gains rates on their profits. The tax code rewards those who own assets significantly. It punishes those who only sell their labor and time. This is not an accident or oversight in legislation. The system was designed this way from the very beginning. Inflation quietly steals your purchasing power every single year you work. Your salary might increase by 3% in a year, but inflation often runs higher than your modest pay raise. This means you are actually getting poorer over time. The things you need cost more than your raise covers. Wealthy people hold assets that appreciate faster than inflation rates. Real estate, stocks, and businesses grow with or beyond inflation. Your savings account loses value while sitting in the bank. The salary trap tightens its grip year after year. Most employees believe they are building security through their work. They see their job as the foundation of stability. But that foundation is shakier than they want to admit. Companies downsize, restructure, and eliminate positions without much warning. Your decades of loyalty mean nothing when spreadsheets need balancing. One decision from management erases your income stream completely. You have no control over this outcome at all. Business owners and investors diversify their income across multiple streams. Employees typically have one income source that can vanish overnight. The retirement myth is perhaps the cruelest part of this system. You are told to work for 40 years or more. Save a portion of your salary in retirement accounts. Then, live off those savings when you are old. But inflation will have eroded much of that value. Healthcare costs explode as your body ages and weakens. The retirement you were promised looks nothing like the reality. Many people must work part-time during their golden years. They cannot afford to stop working like they planned. The salary scam extends even into your retirement decades. Your salary also creates a dangerous psychological trap over time. You become dependent on that monthly direct deposit payment. This dependency makes you risk-averse in your thinking. You stop considering other ways to generate income for yourself. The golden handcuffs get tighter with each passing promotion. Your lifestyle expands to match your increasing salary amount. You need the job more than the job needs you. This fear keeps you compliant and prevents bold action. Breaking free becomes harder as years turn into decades. Wealthy individuals focus on building equity instead of earning salaries. Equity means ownership in assets that appreciate over many years. A business owner builds equity in their company every day. Real estate investors build equity as properties increase in value. Stock investors build equity through appreciation in dividend reinvestment strategies. Employees build nothing except a work history on paper. When you stop working, your income stops flowing immediately. When owners stop working, their assets continue generating returns. The education system prepares you perfectly for the salary trap. Schools teach you to follow instructions and meet deadlines. They reward compliance and punish creative thinking that challenges authority. You learn to raise your hand before speaking thoughts. Bells tell you when to move from room to room. This conditioning prepares you to accept workplace hierarchy without question. You graduate ready to exchange obedience for a paycheck. The system does not teach financial literacy or wealth building. It teaches you to become a productive employee instead. Your salary also limits your potential impact on the world. You can only help as many people as possible. Your time constraints prevent you from scaling your contribution. Business owners create systems that serve thousands or millions. Their impact grows without requiring additional personal time and effort. Employees are paid for their time and specific output. Entrepreneurs are rewarded for the value their systems create. One path leads to linear growth that eventually stops. The other path leads to exponential growth without limits. The scariest part is how normalized this trap has become. Everyone around you accepts salary employment as the default. Your parents probably work jobs their entire adult lives. Your friends all have jobs and accept this reality. Society celebrates promotions and raises as signs of success. But these victories are small compared to real wealth. You are celebrated for moving up within the prison. Meanwhile, the prison walls still surround you on all sides. Breaking free requires a fundamental shift in your mindset first. You must see your job as temporary, not permanent. Use your salary to buy assets instead of liabilities. Assets put money in your pocket over time consistently. Liabilities take money out of your pocket each month. Most people buy liabilities and call them assets incorrectly. A new car is a liability that loses value. Rental property is an asset that generates monthly income. Learn the difference and act on that knowledge immediately. Start small if you must, but start building something today. Invest a portion of every paycheck into income-producing assets. Learn a skill you can monetize outside your job. Build a side business that serves real customer needs. These steps feel uncomfortable because they require new thinking, but discomfort is the price of escaping the trap. Staying comfortable keeps you exactly where you are right now. Your time is the most valuable resource you will own. Once spent, it can never be recovered or replaced. The salary system asks you to sell this resource. It offers you just enough to survive and return. Real wealth comes from multiplying your time through systems. Create something once that pays you forever after that. Write a book, build a course, start a business. Let your past work generate future income for years. The choice ultimately belongs to you and nobody else. You can accept the salary trap as inevitable fate. Or you can deliberately build an exit strategy over time. Wealthy people are not smarter or more deserving than you. They simply understood the game and played it differently. They bought assets while others bought comfort and convenience. They delayed gratification while others financed their current lifestyle. They built equity while others built nothing but resumes. The salary scam is not a conspiracy theory at all. It is simply the natural result of the system. Employees need jobs, and employers need productive workers for operations. But understanding the system lets you make better informed choices. You can participate while simultaneously building your escape route. Every dollar you invest today is a soldier. That soldier works for you around the clock. Build an army of these soldiers over time, consistently. Eventually, they generate enough income to replace your salary. That day is when you finally escape the trap. Until then, keep working, but work with clear intention. Your future self will thank you for starting today.